Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to paint a painting inspired by this digital illustration I did a while back. I'm gonna put a picture now. Only this time, I wanted to make the painting traditionally instead of in my iPad. I was thinking of making it on my iPad, but then I haven't painted in a while, so I should do it traditionally and film a paint with me while I talk video. As you can see, this video is pretty long. I try my best to make the clips as short as I can so the video would not be long.
What the dog doing?
For the girl's outfit, it was actually inspired by one of the outfits that I have. I actually brought overalls and brought fabric paint and made the decorations for it, and like the sunflower from the center, or not the center, well, I guess, well, from the bag that has on the chest, I crocheted some flowers for it, and also for the leg part of the overalls I crocheted two for one for each leg, and I really like how it turned out, so I wanted to make a drawing out of it. Then my mom crocheted for me the shirt that I was wearing for the overalls. It's a nice green color. I love it. I love the outfit so much. The only sad part about it is that when I washed it after I used it, the color kinda came off just a little bit from the overalls. So I low-key don't want to wear it again because I don't want to wash it and then all the paint goes away. So I'm just gonna keep it there just for decoration, I guess. And when I went to the art store to look for the fabric paint, I saw two of them. One pack, it says it was for denim, and since my overalls were denim or are denim, but I guess the color variety that that kit had was not varied enough for what I wanted to make. But the second kit, which is the one that I got, had more colors that I liked, so I got that one. But the only thing, it didn't said if it worked for denim, so I was a little skeptical, but I guess it's fine. It worked perfectly fine, but I was skeptical about the fact that if I washed it, would the paint go away? And it, like I said before, it did got a little bit away, just the tiniest bit. But I feel like if I keep using it and keep washing it, the paint will completely be gone. So I probably just gonna use it for decoration. The fine liners that I like to use is this Faber Castells. They are so good. These are my favorite because whenever I use like a wet medium like watercolors or alcohol markers, they don't really smudge compared to other fine liners that I have used. So this is why I absolutely love these fine liners. And there's like this pack that comes with like different sides, and which is the one that I have, and it also comes with a nice brush one, and I just love them. For this painting, I was so scared that I might make a mistake that I might regret. So I try my best to be nice and careful of the lines that I make, and I did mess up a bit, but I was like, it's okay, I can fix it. And I went and grabbed a white highlighter, or like, you know what I mean? Well, the white gel pen, that's how you call it. But then when I want to do the girl, I was like, I want her to look good, so I'm gonna stop recording and do it off camera, and I think it turned out pretty good. So in here, as you can see, I erased a little bit more of the pencil marks because you can still see them, and I don't want it to see it when I'm painting. I'm using watercolor for this painting. I haven't used this kit specifically in a while, or in general, I haven't used watercolor for so long. So I was like, I need to use watercolors because I have been using wash a lot lately, and I have been abandoning my watercolors, and I was like, it's time for them to be used. I apologize if you can see my hair poking through the footage. While editing, I noticed that you could see it, so please don't mind that you can see my hair. I like to keep these paintbrushes in this storage thingy. I put like my towels that I dry my paintbrushes with, and I really like it because it's nice in storage. I recently brought those little leaf um bowls or palettes. I use it for my watercolor. I also have this other one that's a little bigger, that's also a leaf. You're gonna see it later in the video. But I, I was like, this is so cute. I need to buy it for my paintings or like to put color, even though it's not meant to be used for that. So I thought I mixed or like put a lot of the color in my color palette, but then when I started moving to put like more of a color variation, I realized that it was not enough, and that always happens to me when I think I made too much paint. It's the right amount or like a little less, but when I think it's a little bit too little, it's too much, you know what I mean? But to add texture, I like to use like this makeup sponge to like just dab it in the paint and just put it in the paper, and I think it creates a nice texture. And in here is what I noticed, that I was running out of paint, and I was like, oh no, I thought that I mixed enough, but I guess it didn't. Well, maybe the sponge kind of absorbed most of the paint. Maybe that's what has to do with that. But then I move on with another color to add more texture. I try to use the most greens as I could possibly have, so I could add like different types of colors or like variety of colors. But since I want like the sunflowers to stand out, I choose like a darker green and put it on the stem and the leaves of the sunflowers. Um and then I put a even darker green to add even more detail to the sunflower stems and the leaves. I am so happy when I mixed the colors for the sky. I turned out to be a beautiful, nice blue, and I was like, yep, this is the perfect blue that I need. To add more texture or like color variation, I mixed a little bit of a darker blue, and I used the sponge again, and it kinda made a white spot, which I panicked and I was a little sad that that happened. But later on, you will see me trying to fix it, and I end up fixing it. I was so happy when I did. If you would like to see more of my artwork or see this drawing, please consider checking my Instagram at mocha period studio 7 or my TikTok at mocha period studio 07. I appreciate it a lot. thank you so much for watching this video. Please consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you next time in another video. Bye.